there! It's me, Katie, back with more crocheting with you today. Just to be completely honest, I'm a little off my game today. Yesterday was a bit of a rough day for me. I don't want to say having an existential crisis, but just a lot of things just kind of piled on me yesterday and got me down. So I'm kind of still recovering from that emotionally today. So if I am not my usual self, that would be why. Still feeling a little run down from the outpouring of emotions that I had yesterday. So, being honest with you there. Aside from that, how was your weekend? I hope it went well. Mine was busy. I told you about a yarn group that I was going to on Saturday, and I got to work on finishing my Charmander up a bit, so I just wanted to show it to you. He's still not done, because he's just not. But he's getting closer, so there you go. That's what he looks like so far. So still just got his arm and an eye to get on. It's on this side. So I got to get his arm on, get his eye on, finish up his tail, and give him his Pokeball, and I guess his other toes too. It's all small stuff, but it's a matter of me getting to it amongst my other 700 other projects that I've given myself. Part of why I had a breakdown yesterday, because I have a hard time saying no to things. But either way, so I just want to give you an update on Charmander here. He's looking super cute though. I'm excited to show you when he's officially done on my part. We finished the walkthrough and everything. So if you did yours and you finished it, I'd love to hear about yours, see a picture of yours, see how it went down for you. So yeah. On top of that, if you watched the Charmander one, you'll know that I was saying that I didn't have a slicker brush, which we'll need for this project again, and I was using a different thing that did not work well. So, decided to update. I bought one. Found it on Amazon for like $6, so that was good. I also found a $74 one on Amazon. I find that appalling. And if you bought one that's $75, I just have to ask, why? What was the draw for you to spend $74 on something like this that I got for $6? I would be really curious. That's all. But I have one now, so we're going to be using this when we get to that part for Eevee. So I'm super excited. I played around with it on Charmander's tail there a little bit just to see how much of a difference it was between my other brush that I was using. It made a big difference. So yeah. Alright, so we are going to dive into this project today. It's my finger stuck on yarn. We're going to be doing the body work up, and depending on time, maybe an ear. We'll see. The body is 24 rounds and gets as big as, let me see, looks like the biggest it gets is 48 stitches around. Yeah. So we'll see how far we get. And if so, then we'll go ahead and do an ear. And we'll go from there. So go ahead, if you're going to follow along with me today, grab your brown yarn that we use forever for Eevee and your hook. Once again, I'm still using a 3.5 millimeter hook for this. And if you're wanting to get the pattern, once again, I got this pattern from oneupcrochet.com. Her name is Ash. She has amazing patterns, and we're just kind of gonna go through them all because they're really good, and basically everybody likes Pokemon at this point. I don't necessarily want to say I'm part of that. I think they're cute, but I'm not sitting around playing it or collecting cards. But I do think they're cute characters. So we did Charmander in the last one. This time we're doing Eevee. Next up is probably going to be Pikachu. So if that's of any interest to you, stay tuned once we're done with Eevee, because we're going to head into that one. But for now, it's Eevee, and it's time to work on Eevee's body. So, brown yarn, hook, and off we go. My slip knot here. We are actually amazingly not starting with a magic circle this time, or a magic ring. We are going to be chaining and working around that chain. So, here we go. First step for the body, we're going to chain 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we're going to work this around the chain. All right, here we go. So round 1, we're going to go down one side of the chain here. We're going to single crochet 6. So in the first chain from your hook, I'm going to do 6 single crochet across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's 6 single crochet. And then we're going to do 3 single crochet in the next stitch. So 3 in 1. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And now going down the other side, or up the other side, depending on the way you want to look at it, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 6 single crochet into the bottom side of those chains. So 1, I'm just working my tail into that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm in there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There we go. 6, and then in the final one we will do 3 single crochet into the last one. That's 1, 2, and 3. Now you should have a total of 18 stitches now that you've finished that. So I'm going to go back and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, this says I have 19. Let me see if I double counted. I did. Good. I double counted somewhere. All right, 18 stitches. So now you have like a little fuzzy caterpillar right there. And give me 1 second. I gotta check something real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. I was checking. Somebody had I put a post up that I was starting my stream and someone had commented on it, so I wanted to make sure that they could find it, if that's what they were asking for. All right, back to what we were doing. Sorry about that. All right, so round 2, we're going to start our increasing. All right, so it's going to be 2 single crochet, 1 increase, 6 times around those. Okay, so instead of working in a circle, we're working in an oblong oval here. All right, so 2 single crochet, 1 increase, 6 times around for a total of 24 stitches in this round. And that's going to be 1, 2, and an increase. That's 1. We're going to do that 6 more times. I'm sorry, 5 more times. 6 total. Last set. 1, 2, and an increase. So now you should have a total of 24 stitches around. Okay. Round 3. We're increasing again. It's going to be 3 single crochet with an increase 6 times around for a total of 30 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3 single crochet, 1 increase. That's 1 set. We're going to do that set 5 more times for a total of 30 stitches. 1, 2, 3, increase, last set. 1, 2, 3, and increase. You should have 30 stitches now. All right, round 4, you guessed it, we're increasing. We're going to do 4 single crochet followed by 1 increase 6 times around for a total of 36. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet, 1 increase. We're going to do that 5 more times. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an increase. You should now have 36 stitches in that round. Round 5. Another increase. Woohoo! Bet you can't guess how we're going on this one. 5 stitches, 5 single crochets followed by an increase 6 times around for a total of 42 stitches. Surprise, surprise, right? All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet, 1 increase. We're going to do that 5 more times around. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles, and 1 increase. You should now have 42 stitches in your round. I'm just trying to give mine a little shape here. All right. This is going to be our final increase, going up to 48 stitches, and you guessed it, 6 single crochet followed by an increase, 6 times around for a total of 48 stitches. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 single crochet, 1 increase. That's set 1. We're going to do that 7 more. Oh, phew, you scared me for a second there, paper girl. I thought you were saying I didn't have any sound. You don't have any sound. Okay, that makes sense. Well, hi, since you don't have sound. Well, hopefully when you do have sound and you can hear this, then you can make your own Eevee. Working on a Raichu. Ooh. We're going to be doing Pikachu when we're done with Eevee. I honestly don't know who Ghostface is, so I'm going to have to look that one up. I assume that to be a Pokemon. But that's cool. I'd love to see them if you can share pictures. I don't know if you can do that on Twitch or not. That's another thing I'm not sure of. All right, where was I? I finished the first set. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with an increase, and we're going to do that 4 more times. I'll be lurking halfway. Sounds good. All right, last round got 1, 2, and by round I meant set. 3, 4, 5, 6 singles, and 1 increase. You should now have 48 stitches. I'm just going to count mine since we're at the last of the increases. Make sure I'm there too. And I am. Yay! Did it drop or add a stitch? Always good. All right. So now I'm going to get out my guy here, and for 3 rounds, we are just going to build up. So it's going to be 3 rounds of 48 stitches. So 7, 8, and 9. Rounds 7, 8, and 9 are going to be 48 stitches around. So we are off to the races here. As I always say, if you happen to be a faster crocheter than I am, which is great if you are, and you get through these 3 rounds before me, you know, do some finger stretches, go get a drink, stand up and stretch. Play a level on a game or something like that. Read a couple pages of a book. Something to keep yourself occupied. Meditate. Especially this time, because I don't really have a lot to say this time to quote unquote keep your attention, I guess. Just here doing my thing. I'm trying not to think too much about all the stuff that I was thinking about yesterday. Okay, there is round 7 done. Move my marker. Since I'm not going too far, I'm just going to move it with each round instead of just marking where I started. So usually if I've got like 5 or more, I will just mark the beginning and work my way up and then count my rows. Well, welcome, Mimics and Mages. I hope I said that right. Thanks for following along. I did say it right. Yay! You'll be lurking too. Oh no, is this a new Twitch thing that I still don't, I haven't learned about? You're the second person to say you'll be lurking. I don't feel old. I'm only 37, but man, sometimes I feel old. So many things that I am not quite up to speed on. It means just watching, not chatting. Okay, well, thanks for that info. It's about what I was thinking it was, but I never know anymore. Alright, that was round 8. I'm going to go one more round of 48 stitches. But yes, the generations after me have changed words meanings, so I always second guess things now. And considering that I don't have a teenager in my life, I don't really have any referencing there either. I learn as I go, I guess. Such is life. Alright, finishing up round 9 here in a second. My stitch marker keeps wanting to slide itself out, which is precisely why they're not my favorite. Alright, there we go. Alright, we've built up. We now have what looks like a little boat at the moment. So, round 10. You should have 48 stitches, because all we were doing was going around. We're going to decrease down to 42 on round 10. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead, because this is where I keep my stitch markers on the decreases, so then I know I'm ending where I'm supposed to. So we are going to do 1 single crochet followed by 1 decrease 6 times. We're going to follow that up with 42, I'm sorry, that's our total, with 30 stitches for a total of 42 stitches in this round. So we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, that's set 1. We're going to do that 5 more times. 1 single, 1 decrease, last one, 1 single, 1 decrease. Okay? Got that? And now we're going to go around 30 single crochet, total of 42 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, $27, $28, $29, and $30. I just put it through my stitch marker. There we go. All right. round 11 and 12, so 2 rounds. We're just going to go around 42 stitches. More of that build up. No, I am going to be ready for my lunch today when I'm done here. Normally I kind of hold off on eating lunch throughout the day and just wait until I get home after my son gets out of school, have a late lunch or just no lunch at all. Today, that's not one of those days. How many rounds are there in total for the body? Or how many rounds have I done so far? If you're talking about the body itself has 24 rounds in it. Yeah. 24 rounds in total. So we are just over the halfway point for the body. Alright, that was round 11. Or I'm sorry, we're just at halfway. It is pretty big, which I like about it. These are, you know, like your kids' stuffed animals. I'll show you. Oh, we did Charmander last time. So this is about how big it is. So there's my head. So, yeah, it's going to be a pretty big one. Obviously, he's not done yet. I'm still finishing him up. But it's like it's a good stuffed animal kind of a toy. We did her head on the last one. That's her head there. So, just to give you an idea. Yeah, definitely a big boy. So the pattern does call for felting the eyes. However, I'm not experienced with felting, and 2, I just kind of like the yarn look when I do a project. So I am actually creating my own eyes. I'll show you if you can see it well, because I don't have the best camera. But I created my own eye for Charmander because I like it to all be yarn, but that's a personal choice. But the pattern from One Up Crochet does have the instructions for doing the felt eyes. So Little Miss Eevee will have modifications for mine just because I want all of mine to be yarn. She has felt eyes, and the dark brown of her ears are also felt, but I will be modifying that to show you how to do it in yarn, if you prefer that look. Okay, that was round 12. We are going to start decreasing a little bit more. So round 13, we are going to do 5 single crochet with a decrease 6 times around. It's going to bring us back down to 36 stitches. All right. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet, 1 decrease. We're going to do that 5 more times. I agree, because that means you have less stitches. Alright, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a decrease. Alright, so you should be at 36 stitches now. Round 14, we are going to decrease again. It's going to be 2 single crochet. Yes, exactly. 50 billion stitches around. That's what it feels like. Even just that 48, I was like, okay, we're still doing the same thing over and over again. All right, so round 14, it's 2 single crochet followed by a decrease 3 times, and then we'll do 24 around. Just waiting for you to have to count so I can try to make you lose count if you don't mind. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to make that make sense in my brain. So I can try. You're trying to make me lose. You're trying to make me lose count? Is that what you're saying? I don't want to lose count. No, just play it. Okay. This is why I do use stitch markers on decreases, because I have lost count several times. Increasing, I can keep up with it, but decreasing, I mess up so much. All right. So what I said was 2 single crochet, 1 decrease 3 times, followed by 24 single crochet, for a total of 33 stitches for this round. So that's going to be 1, 2 single crochet, 1 decrease. We're going to do that 2 more times. And 1 more time. 1, 2, and decrease. And now it's going to be 24 stitches. Does your heart keep your brain alive, or does your brain keep your heart alive? They kind of do both. However, if you're brain dead, your brain will not tell your body to beat the heart. So if you want to get down to brass tacks, your brain keeps your heart alive. But your brain can't live without your heart beating. So if you're relying strictly on your body, you need both. If you're relying on medical technology, then they can keep your heart going. They can't keep your brain going. All right. Rounds 15 and 16. So 2 more rounds. We're going 33 around. If you found that little Pikachu in the sand all nicely crocheted, would you ever presume it made itself? No. I would presume that someone made her. Him. Is Pikachu a boy? Is the human brain more complex and in need of an intelligent designer, or the crochet? Well, the brain definitely had an intelligent designer, I believe. I fully believe that we were created by God, not that we had random cells that mysteriously appeared and somehow managed to create the complex beings that we all are. Would this intelligent designer put us on this earth without clear purpose and guidance? Well, God says in the Bible, all right, that was round 15. We're now doing round 16. He says that our purpose is essentially for his glory. So if you believe the Bible, that is our purpose. The downside is that we allow sin to take over. And so the things that we choose to do in the free will that God gave us can sometimes make it seem like we don't have a clear purpose, even though we do. And because of our sinful nature, even when we do believe that God created us and we have a purpose, then we get attacked spiritually. And we don't always make the best choices either. I missed the first part. Do you believe the Bible of a word, if really the word of God, should be free from any mistakes or contradictions? The thing people take away from the Bible. Yes, I believe that the Bible is true. I believe that there aren't any mistakes in its original form. And that's the thing. The original form was, 2,000 plus years ago, and since then has been translated and words have been changed and things like that. Because the ones who weren't directly spoken to, who wrote the Bible, are now rewriting. It's like a game of telephone. Something's going to get mixed up. Do I believe that the current version of our Bible is as close as we can possibly have it? Because those that are translating it fully believe that they're doing their best work and not trying to cause a problem? Yes. Oh, more stuff. Hold on. Gotta go back. When he began to reign, he reigned in Jerusalem. I don't know how to expand my chat window to see it very well, because I have stuff that is yelling at me. He reigned in Jerusalem for something. 3 months. There we go. Now I have to look at it over here. And his mother's name was this, the daughter of Jerusalem. Was 8 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 3 months and 10 days in Jerusalem, and he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord. How old and how long did he rule for? So, I am not going to get into all of that on this because I firmly believe that I have to look it up myself and see exactly what you're doing. So I will do that, and I will go look through the Bible, and I will compare, and I will see where the context of those lie. Because a lot of times that gets taken out of it too, that the context isn't provided when you just throw out a single verse to try and prove a point. That's gotten so many people in trouble, including pastors. And I don't agree with doing that. So I will take a look at that when I'm done. And if you're back on Friday, I will address that and give you my thoughts on that. However, I'm back to this. Round 17, we are going to decrease again down to 30 stitches. So it is going to be 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. And we're going to repeat that 3 times, followed by 24 stitches around. So that's going to be 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. Do that 2 more times. Decrease, 1, decrease. And then it's going to be 24 stitches around. Do I think Jesus preached the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, etc. while on earth? I think Matthew, Mark, Luke, etc. gave their accounts of what they witnessed while Jesus was on earth. Not that they wrote something and then he preached it. Like the one I showed you. So I will not attempt to say anything about the Quran because I do not know anything about the Quran. That's not anything I have ever studied personally to dig into, so I will absolutely not speak on that. But like I said, I will go back and talk about the one thing you mentioned from the Bible and do that. Rounds 18, 19, and 20. So 3 rounds. We're going to go around 30 times. So 30 single crochet to build up more of this. And we are coming to the end, actually, of the body. Go ahead. Alright, that's round 18. I believe that God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit are all one as presented in the Bible, which is a hard thing for everybody to fully wrap their minds around. And that Jesus is the Son of the one true God, who also in and of himself is the only true God. Again, that's one of those things that even as a believer is hard to, fully grasp the triune that's presented. I like to try and explain that as while I am the daughter of someone, I am also the mother of someone, and I am also the friend of someone, is the best I can explain it on an earthly plane, I guess, which probably doesn't do it justice at all. All right, that's round 19, so round 20 we're going to go around one more time for 30 stitches. So did any of the disciples or other prophets of the Bible worship a trinity? Again, it's that whole concept of trying to wrap your head around it. They had the physical earthly form of Jesus before them, but I believe they had the understanding of who he was and is. Understand the passages suggest God is 3 in 1 and not one, but one made of 3. I would like to say that they understood it, but once again, now we're jumping into the assumptions of a group of people that I have no personal dealings with. That would be like me saying that all the people in Africa understand something that I would assume they understand, even though I've never met them and have no idea what their lives are like or anything like that. All right, round 21. We are going to decrease down to 24 again, and then we're coming into the home stretch. So we're going to do 3 single crochet followed by 1 decrease 6 times around. This time we're going the whole way around, taking us down to 24 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1 decrease. Then we're going to do that 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, decrease, keep going. Ah, see? Told you my decreases. I dropped one somewhere. Well, I appreciate your questions. Purpose of life spoken word. Well, thank you, I guess. Alright, I gotta go back and find where I dropped my stitch, though. Because I got 1 extra hanging out. Decreases always get me sometimes. I have a feeling I did 2 instead of 3 at some point. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, now I really don't know because I have them all right. Go figure. And I told you it would happen on the decreases because it always does. Always somewhere on my decreases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I do have it right. I have 24. I just put my stitch marker in the wrong place. How about that? All right. So to finish this off, we are going to finish with a slip stitch and cut off a long tail for sewing it later. Ooh. And I won't lie, her body looks a little bit like a foot, in my opinion. But that's to give her that kind of leaning forward thing happening with her back, is my guess. So obviously, I don't know. I haven't put her together yet. Alright, so that puts us at an hour, which means that my time is about up, because I don't think I can reasonably get through a 20 round ear. So I'm just going to put that in there for now. So we've got our head, we've got our body. This way, going this way. Head and body. Next time around we will work on the ears and maybe some feet. See how long we have in the about an hour that I usually do. So thanks for the conversation today. It gives me stuff to think about, and I love to do that. And I love chatting, and I don't get that a lot, so thank you for that. I will be back again on Friday, right? Yep, don't have a missing school day that day. So I'll be back on Friday at 11 with more of this and hopefully some more chatting with y'all. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, show me how your projects are going if you're doing that along with me there. And if you're here on Twitch, I hope to talk to you again on Friday. I will see y'all then. Bye.